On April 6, 1966, one of the world's single biggest sightings occurred of a UFO in a small town called Westall. Students at the Westall High School spotted this craft. These students followed this craft to an area called the Grange. This area became famous for this UFO sighting. 50 years later, they created a park called UFO Park to commemorate this event.
Hi guys and girls, welcome back to another episode of Shawnee's Ultimate Reviews. Today we're going to be out reviewing a park, another place out in the edges of Melbourne. This time I've gone to the famous Westall UFO Park. It's probably a good half an hour from Melbourne. You can catch a train to Westall, it's not far from the train station. And this is the park that was famous from the April the 6th, 1966 event that happened in Westall. That was a mass sighting of the UFO. First of all, I'll take you around the park, and they've actually made it a bit of a tourist attraction. As you walk around, there's historical events that happened. 1969 walk on the moon, quite cool. It's got the famous UFO that actually landed here back in 1966, and somehow they've got it back. Nah, there's actually a kids' playground. It's pretty cool. I could actually live in this. Look at that. Going to show you in this UFO where the kids can play. All right, it's got a flux capacitor, a warp drive. We haven't got shields on this baby. What's this? The 1-star drive, life support in the engine. I think there's a steering wheel to fly the fucker. Two people can fly this thing. If you're over 5 feet, it's hard to get in here. I'm short, and look at this. I'm about 5'6", 5'7". Very tiny. I guess aliens aren't that big. We've got a hatch here. Oh no, it's not, it's a slide. You can go down the slide, or you got a pole. You go down the pole, and another slide. Got some windows. Actually, if I'm homeless, I'm gonna sleep in this thing. Fuck, this is awesome. This will keep you dry. Under the UFO. So that's a number one thing here, the UFO. We've got those springy boards. Another one for the kids to play on. And we've got a normal park. So apparently, they first spotted it at the school, which is over that way. We'll go for a wander in the car over there later. I'll show you where they saw it. And yeah, somewhere it landed over here. Maps and everything around here that show you all about the place. All right, we've got barbecue areas here. Bring your dogs here, but certain parts you can't take your dog. There's a little nature reserve. We'll go for a walk in it. Back in '66, the young kids used to hang out here apparently. Sit here and have a few smokes, probably have a few drinks back in the day. So this is the local hangout for the area, and there's a lot of houses up there now. And back when the UFO hit, there was no houses at all. So this is pretty much all paddocks around this area, and you had this Grange area. Here's a document. Have a read if you want. They're pretty much saying 50 years on, the mystery revealed. It was a nuclear powered balloon. To me that sounds like bullshit. We'll go for a walk in the Heathland Reserve, and as we're walking I'll tell you my theory. Pretty sure I'm pretty close to the money, but first of all we'll take you for a walk. This just looks like a jungle. There's a little walking track you can go around. It's like a little nature reserve. Doesn't look very well maintained, but yeah, maybe it's meant to have that sort of look. Anyway, what I was saying, I'm pretty sure I could be wrong, but what I've heard, they tested this area where this so-called UFO landed, and they had radiation readings in the ground. So now they're saying there's this weather balloon that was nuclear powered. It was some top secret weather balloon, and it's landed, and that's what the people saw. Yeah, if you look deep into this stuff, back in the 40s when the UFO landed in Roswell, and UFO cases before that have been documented. They believe reverse engineering's been taking place since the late 30s to late 40s. I believe the Westall thing could have been one of those prototype aircrafts that they were working on back in the day. When they landed, the US Air Force got here within minutes of this thing happening, and there's no US base around this area. No one was stationed around this area, so whoever was watching this object, so they were in the area, and also been reports of some aircraft following these things. And when they go and look at the records from the radars and everything at Moorabbin Airport, nothing was on record. So it's been pretty much one of our vehicles, top secret vehicles that have been pretty much reverse engineered, and somehow, I don't know how, but it ended up over this side of the world. Who knows why? Why would it end up in Clayton or Westall? That's a big mystery, but maybe it went off track and they had to land it. Maybe that was it. Maybe they had some issues. Anyway, believe what you want. I guess it's all conspiracies. Since I've been talking some shit, I've got lost. I don't know where I am. Don't have a map, but this isn't a big area. I'll find my way back. Never come bushwalking with me. You might not make it home. Oh, here we go. We'll follow this track. This is in the middle of pretty much suburbia, this place, so it's a pretty cool little walk. I'd love to be able to talk to one of these people. We're at the Westall event back in '66, just to have a chat, because no one believed them back in the day. Although they would have got ridiculed real bad, and they've had to put up with that shit for years. Now people are starting to believe it. People realise they ain't full of shit. Years of just torment from people just not believing them. We're at a T intersection. We're at the crossroads. Which way do I go? As I said earlier, half an hour from Melbourne. Catch a train up to Westall Station from Southern Cross or Flinders. It's like a little ecological system going on here. Oh, okay. We'll come out to an opening. Oh, there's a golf course. There's another track. This is a pretty cool place. Like, come here for a barbecue, you go for bushwalks. If you play golf, there's a golf course over there. All right, I'll follow the boundary of this property. It's got to take me out somewhere. This is another one of those, I call them hidden gems of Melbourne. Like, a lot of people not from the area wouldn't even know this exists. We'll follow this one. Another walking track up this way. We've got to get back somehow. Oh, I'll follow the arrows. The more you walk into it, the better it gets. I'm going to do a couple of episodes of places like this around Melbourne, see if they're worth coming to. This place is actually quite cool. If you've never been here, it's worth the visit. Ah, here we go. We're back where we started. Just this area, you can't bring your dogs. So if you bring your dogs, you have to chain them up or hide them if they're small enough. I'll have a read and see how this bit come about, because that's quite cool. Okay, this was an original remnant of Melbourne's original bushland, they're saying. This area flourished with this sort of vegetation before European settlement. So yeah, this is an original section of it. So yeah, some farmer owned this land originally by the looks of it. 23 acres, dairy land. This is a section they obviously kept original. And in the 80s, they want to pretty much wipe it out and do what councils do, make money off the land, develop, but they lobbied and they've kept this little section. So if you come here, you get to see what it was originally like in this area before European settlement. All right, walk back to the UFO Park now. We haven't got a rocket here. Why didn't they have this sort of shit around when I was a kid? Like, we played on anything, but playgrounds now kick ass compared to the old style ones. Big fat ass lazy kangaroo. We'll go for a venture over to the school. It's not far from here. So we'll head over to the school and we'll show you where they first sighted it. All right, just before we finish off the video, I'm at the site of where they saw this UFO. The first spotters at the school saw it, all the students, teachers, and people who lived around the area, but this is where the main sighting come from. Obviously it's changed since it's been nearly 50 years next year, 49 years. Sorry, 60 years, so it's about 59 years. That's the site of the original school where it all happened. And it was all paddocks along here. Apparently the craft flew straight over that way and the students all ran. Once the bell went for their, I think it was their break, they all jumped the fence and ran over to the Grange where in the distance there they saw this UFO. And yeah, now it's in folklore. All right guys, thanks for watching this episode of Shawnee's Ultimate Reviews. More to come, so keep watching and please subscribe. Thanks again.